Welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. This season, we are playing Call of Cthulhu, a 1920s investigative horror game. Welcome to Madness.
Yeah, ube pancake, mochi,
Scrumptious
stuff.
Ube mochi pancake.
That one. Super tasty.
It was delicious.
Oh.
Oh. That's ominous.
That's
just-
a wild
yeah.
thing to just put down.
Yeah, he's walking away too, so it's like extra like, oh, what's that?
Yeah,
That
it is.
I mean, you put
Joseph
down
is
there,
like
buddy.
putting minis up for us, and
It's
gross.
stressful. Yeah.
It's not ominous at all.
Humans with their ribs out of their body. That's not what it is.
Ribs with their human off their body.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that seems less scary.
Floating ribs with a corpse dragging behind them
No,
is less
Thanks,
scary
though.
than a plant.
yeah, I don't want a plant to have ribs.
Well, then just have it order something else.
Got him.
I quit.
Ah,
Well, yeah, today is the day.
Is there more to that?
I'm doing math.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, she's doing the
I'm
math.
trying to
thing.
figure out what day this is.
It's Saturday. Oh, you mean when we release it?
Yeah.
It'll be Sunday. Oh, that's why you said Sunday. Someone. Dude, Zenless Zone Zero is gonna have a Street Fighter collab. Well, sorry, a Capcom collab. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
No one gives a shit but me.
I have no idea.
I
any
was
of the
just
words
gonna
that
match
came
your
out of
energy,
mouth.
Has
I
something to
appreciate
do
it.
with fighting games.
Yeah,
I only know
Capcom,
that
bro.
though because you said
Capcom.
no,
Fighting game.
Zenless Zone Zero.
no, because you said fighting game somewhere in there.
Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't. Everything else was a foreign language to me.
It's sick, probably. That's it. There's controversy about it, but we
There's
don't. I'm the only one at this table that
always.
play gotcha games or video games or fighting games. I mean,
I play fighting games now.
you do play fighting. Well,
Uh,
it's Smash a fighting game, probably, but like I don't consider it. Like if I were to list every fighting game I've played, I wouldn't not list Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
No offense to any Smash Brothers players.
my work's doing a Smash Brothers tournament sometime in like the next few months, and Wesley's training me.
Yeah, well,
That's wild.
isn't it, bro? I haven't
Yeah.
started yet.
Yeah,
I guess maybe by the time you hear this recording, I would have time travel, maybe.
I've unlocked like 10 people on Super Smash.
Nice.
Yeah, doing the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
It's painful.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a fan of this story.
But that song's a banger.
Yes.
Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
Yeah,
Brawl.
Brawl was my
Brawl
favorite.
has the
I played a
best
lot of
story.
Brawl.
In my opinion, the whole campaign was cool.
I think
Like
Raw is the best story.
running
Yeah. I
through
think they're
the,
all pretty lame though.
like
to
the
be honest.
levels and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raw was definitely the coolest one.
Yeah.
Thinking about fighting. Let's talk about
God.
We can't.
player
Oh.
PvP.
Oh, right, we can.
No.
Yeah. So, first of all, I just want to make sure like that wasn't on our safety sheet. A lot of people do have like different levels of player PvP. Are we all cool with killing each other? We're not going to take it personally.
I'm fine with
Yeah.
killing my wife.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
don't know.
Dewey's
I think we
not-
should have a
that
more
way.
extended conversation about that.
Yes.
Just because like this is very nuanced, and if we're gonna cover it, I think we should cover it a little more.
Okay.
Well, and it's something we've never really dealt with as a table
Mhm.
before.
It is
too.
something that Damien and I kind of talked about.
Okay. Good.
Not like in depth or anything, but we're like, all right, we'll just have. He keeps on saying he's going to kill me, but
Honestly, what's going to probably happen is Dewey's just going to come up and just.
I was gonna say, to be fair, you also
I'm
talk
out.
about killing him.
Yeah.
yeah. But like, I also I've accepted the fact that it could go either way.
Yeah.
He hasn't.
It's for the bit. It's always for the bit. Everything we do is for the bit.
No, it's not.
No.
That's why we got married.
No.
For the bit.
I thought of the video you showed me the other day.
Oh, yeah.
No, I live my life for the bit. I even talk to myself at home for the bit. For the bit.
Okay, PvP.
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 Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Do we want just like personal opinions on it? Or
That, and also like if someone does get like taken out, especially this late in the campaign, are they just sitting out?
I
Just
personally,
listening
if
in?
I get killed, whether it's by another player or by like Cthulhu himself,
Mhm.
I'm chilling. I'm not gonna roll up. I would
Okay.
like to not roll up another. I'll just watch the end, right? Like I'm not trying to roll up a character for like the next hour of gameplay.
Cool.
I agree with that. Like, I would be fine if you wanted to like offload an NPC real quick onto like one of us, but as far as like a whole ass player character, like
Then you have to
Yeah.
introduce them.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
which is
forced.
something like I think when you are getting towards the end, like everybody kind of knows that you're getting towards the end. I don't think you should be one of those GMs who like hides when the end is coming. I think it's fine to like talk
Yeah.
about it. And when you're approaching that point, like it doesn't really make sense to roll up a new character unless you already have like a character introduced. Like maybe it was a side quest kind of a thing,
Mhm.
and there's a way to narratively bring them in. But to try and like introduce a whole new character, try and introduce like some party dynamics, try and introduce all of this stuff, I don't think it makes sense when there's only a few sessions left.
Okay. Is there anything else we want to talk about with PvP?
Yeah, I think
Um,
you should always bring that shit up first
Yeah.
Yeah.
before you just strike another player character.
Yeah, definitely.
My opinion. That's it.
Yeah, because
And if it does just come up
no,
if it does just come up randomly, like probably take a couple minutes to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can hit pause on the game real quick.
And Call of Cthulhu does have like a surprise round at the beginning of combat. So, and tied with it being so deadly, there is a very real possibility that you just like slit someone's throat and they die.
Damn.
Right. Or, gunshots are devastating like they are in real life. So PvP is definitely something I wanted to bring up before it started happening.
Fair.
Stevie, did you have something you wanted to say?
I feel like as long as you're in like a play group that like understands not to be an asshole about it, that it should be fine.
Yeah, it's also like I think it's also very like I mean everyone says this all the time, but communication is the most important, right? Because some
Yeah.
people might be open to PvP, but will not want the character to be like not want to end in someone's death, right? Because like I grew up like I haven't killed anyone. I grew up I got in fights with a lot of my friends, right?
Mhm.
And like sometimes those fights have helped us grow closer together. And sometimes you want that kind of growth for two characters, but you both need to be on that same page because if it's like a lawful good versus like true neutral character, and someone's like, I can't let you do this. Well, how strongly can you not let them do this, right? Are you just trying to fight them to like deter them, or are you so like in your morals that you would rather kill them than let them do this evil thing, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's all stuff that needs to be talked about above table before it's acted out in game.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that it's important to know that that is something that should be talked about like every single time it comes up,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's the same campaign with the same characters.
Yeah.
Just because like situations might dictate you to feel a different way about it, right? Like maybe one situation you're cool with having a fight with a fellow player, but maybe even just like you're having a bad day and you're like, I just really genuinely do not want to have a fight today about that. Like those are conversations to have. And I think it should be something that's like standard at all tables, that you talk about it every time it comes up. Because you don't want to assume, especially like if you're playing a different game than you've played it in the past, like you don't want to assume that just because I've fist fought Stevie in Pathfinder, that like she's okay with me potentially killing her in Call of Cthulhu.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you don't want that to be like a surprise.
Mhm.
Because like, I don't know, character deaths can be really cool. But they also can super suck. So
Mhm.
you shouldn't assume that like you know what your fellow players are wanting, even if you're super tight.
Yeah, it's a very fine line between like cool, fun character conflict and being the classic that, well, it's what my character would do as you kill someone else in their sleep, right? So it's like always important to have that conversation.
I won't kill you in your sleep.
Okay.
Probably not. I can't think of a situation that would make sense.
Yeah, I don't think I'm like actively try and like hunt you down. I don't think it's
No, I think that
it's to that
I
level.
don't-
But
Actually, yeah, that's a good point too. Like, are you guys just gonna duke it out, right? Or like, and you don't have to make this decision right now, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
but like, that should also be part of the conversation of like what you're cool with. Like, are you cool with having a duel and you guys take your 10 paces and you shoot at each other? Cool. But like, you need to be conscious of things that can be uncomfortable for people. So for example, hunting somebody down, maybe that feels a lot like stalking and somebody's been stalked before. And like, you don't want to bring that to your table where it's supposed to be like a fun environment, you know? So,
Yeah. And like, I think torturing another player character wouldn't be fun for the rest of the table. Like, that's just
Yeah.
kind of
Mhm.
icky and weird.
yeah.
In my opinion, right? So that would be like a yellow for me.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, I think everyone's lines are in different places. And again, communication
Mhm.
is what it comes down to.
Yeah. And just remembering that like player versus player stuff feels a lot different than player versus
Environment.
GM slash
Mhm.
NPC, right? Like,
Just think about board games, right? When you've got everyone's working together to fight the bad
co-op
guy
versus
versus
Get his
sorry,
ass.
where you're like
yeah.
knocking each other off the board and like, yeah, I got you. Like, you know, or Risk, right? Risk tears family apart.
Mhm.
tears
so
so
Monopoly.
Monopoly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Monopoly. Yeah. Very
Also,
different feeling.
Really
Yeah.
quick, I also want to mention too, because I've seen this happen a couple of times IRL, not with our group because we're goaded.
Yeah.
But like people will be down to PvP until they lose the PvP, right?
Yeah.
So that's an
Yeah.
important thing too. So like if you're down to like come to blows, it doesn't matter how much better you think your character is mechanically than the other. You shouldn't make that agreement unless you're down to lose. Because if you're gonna like, if you're down because you think you're gonna win and then you're gonna be upset if you lose by somehow, you're trolling. Like that's just
I don't
poor
mind.
form.
I'll be
Yeah.
upset because if I lose, I just but that's because I'm a sore loser.
Well,
That's
yeah,
not
and it's fine to like.
I'm aware of the fact that I might lose, and I have come to terms with.
And that's the
Yeah.
important thing, right?
Yeah.
Even in character, like obviously, if you like, if Vincent and
Benny.
Benny, thank you, sorry. If Vincent and Benny got in a fight and Vincent lost, he's not gonna be like, "Oh boy, I'm so glad I lost that fight." Like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's fine to like have a negative attitude about it, both in like in game for the most part, but like it just can't be like it shouldn't sour your mood for the rest of the game. Is like the
Yeah.
important thing,
I'll be
right?
like, oh, I could have done this if you hadn't killed me. I probably will make a remark like that at least
Yeah.
once, but it won't be like me being salty for real about it. It'll just be like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, I
Yeah.
know it's gonna be.
bet you wish I was
good
there, huh?
fun.
You just turn into a ghost and haunt him for the rest of his days.
But I mean,
Maybe.
honestly, like at this point, narratively, at least the vibes, I think, is just like, I just want to get this kind of done. And
I'm
like,
mostly just wary of you.
Yeah, and the only reason
not,
that like
like,
this quote
plotting.
unquote opposition is coming about is just because
'Cause you
we
found new
we
fate.
found out that Dagon doesn't like Haster, and
Mhm.
that was it. I'm like 90.
Who's Haster?
I think he means the creeping chaos.
Have you not seen it? The yellow sign. That's the creeping chaos, isn't it?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, you've got some stuff mixed.
Yeah, I got stuff mixed then. Because I didn't think he
Good.
had anything to do with. I didn't think it was creeping chaos. It was more like black pyramids and Nyarlathotep. I'm pretty sure is Haster.
Who's the king?
That's Haster.
Yeah.
The yellow guy?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Haster is a little bit more known.
I don't know any
for
of this.
Messing with
Me either.
humans.
Jays and demon souls.
Yes.
Nice.
Lovecraftian mythology goes crazy. It's all over the place. It's fun.
I love crafting mythology.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Cool.
Is it creeping chaos or crawling chaos?
Crawling.
Crawling chaos.
In my skin. These wounds.
Cthulhu musical.
We can start.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to give us a recap?
I think Stevie does.
Yeah, Stevie's real excitedly looking through her journal. Some cool stuff happened last time.
Yeah, I had tea with the Dutch ladies. They're not Dutch.
I mean,
they're
they have wooden shoes. That's a
That
thing.
was I know it's
Yeah.
a thing. That was not a detail you shared earlier.
I was gonna say,
So
I did not know
that's
that.
not-
Is that a joke?
Yeah,
Do they
the-
actually have wooden shoes?
yeah, they do.
The Dutch, yeah.
Well, no,
they're
but like,
known
do
for
these
their
old
wooden
ladies.
ladies have
ladies.
women's?
Yeah, they're up on the wall. They're like decorative. They aren't
Oh,
ones that
okay.
they're like wearing.
So I went and I had tea with them. They lived in the same house. It
And-
was old.
Mhm.
So I was like asking about, wow, I did these notes out of order. Because I wrote down things I wanted to ask about and then I never asked about them.
Oh no.
Because I wanted to ask about Hammond, but I forgot to. Just wanted to be like, what the fuck is that guy's deal? But, wow, my notes are all. You jumped around, so my notes are all over the place.
Yeah,
So I am sorry.
I like
Yeah.
using jump cuts.
So
Yeah.
no, it added a lot of stress. The women who came back, or the men who came back from the war, like, because the women had become pretty self-sufficient in that community. The men who came back from the war wanted them to go back to being like subservient wives, just like staying in the kitchen, taking care of kids, that business. And they were like, no. So they drove them out of town. Didn't really specify how. Perhaps they turned them to dogs. But we don't know. And so then I got a palm reading. And then she cut my hand and was like, just kill someone and put their blood in it.
that was a crazy TLDR. Whatever.
What else am I supposed to say?
Yeah,
She was like, you got a short ass lifeline.
Yeah. Well, we can extend it. Though.
I can extend that for you. She whipped out the glass dagger.
Oh yeah,
green
that's
glass
a pretty
dagger.
important detail, I think.
So that's where that is. And she cut my lifeline to extend it. And she's just like, just sprinkle a little bit of blood in there from someone you kill. No biggie. And then you'll take their life, like, their lifespan or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Thanks. And then I went back. Everyone was finally back. No one was looking for me. But then Damien talked. Not Damien.
Benny.
Benny, what did you do?
Me?
Do you want to know?
Sure.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh, then you say it.
Kinda.
I did not do well this time. So.
I was like, or the cult was like, oh hey, where's that Cthulhu statue at? Does anyone know? And I was like, Hammond, bro. Hammond. And they're like, oh, that figures. We need that back because we want to go back to the dreaming. Oh, by the way, we can help you get into the insane asylum. We've got people there.
Oh, they're like, we know where the cat is.
Yeah, and we know
Pawn
where
shop
the cat
owner
is.
Danny has it.
Pawn shop owner Danny. They showed me, the sign.
2 up, 2
TM.
down, baby.
I did it wrong
Yep.
3 different ways.
2 up, 2 down, as above, so below.
There we
Mhm.
go.
Tommy knows.
So I'm supposed to go to him and just be like, "Hey, you want to be back in the cult? Give me the cat," and get that from him by lethal force if necessary. Was the vibe that I got from them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, they did say by any means necessary. So, yeah. So that's happening.
You showed
And
them the
then
coin. They're
I
like,
showed
oh,
them
the
the
crawling
coin,
chaos.
And they're like crawling chaos.
That's a danger coin.
That's a danger coin. Very anti us. I was like, cool. Get rid of it for me. Thanks. And I got rudely woken up
Yeah,
in
my
the
bad.
middle of the night. And I was like,
mostly
cat. I know where it is. Let me sleep.
That was a really funny scene.
And what was your plan to get the Cthulhu statue back?
To bring the cat
Mhm.
into the Hammond Castle, and then just kind of go from there.
Same method as the sleeper house, I guess.
Yeah,
You
I
just
mean,
show up and then figure it
to
out.
be honest, like I know that the cult is going to be like nearby, so at the very least, being inside means that I can open the door to let them in.
Yeah.
Ew.
So that's kind of the
You
vibe.
good?
Sorry, I just read the note about my dream. Toads with tentacles for eyes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gross.
They were human-sized toads. That's yucky.
And then we were like, that's all the details I want. And then we kept adding details.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, I think that was it for my piece.
We had an out-of-body experience. Was that last time?
That was
right.
the time before.
Oh.
You guys had already popped back in. I don't know if you guys did much.
I don't think we did. We just
No.
went home, I think, and talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we regrouped. Yeah, we talked about. Yeah, I just talked to you guys about
Yeah, you woke me up
what happened.
rudely.
I was like, "Good, the dagger got a cut on my hand. Kind of a bummer."
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like,
and then you were
I got
like,
shot. And you were like, okay, you didn't fucking get shot. And I was like,
You
dude.
got boom, 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 boom.
but then you were gonna go to the
Hammond House.
Hammond
and
House.
Demand answers.
and we were like, we're gonna go back to the witches,
And demand answers.
hopefully get my arm fixed.
Oh, right. She broke her arm.
But then instead, we're gonna go to the Hammond Castle with you first.
And then we'll split
Then
it.
we'll go to the witches.
I'll go find him
Yeah.
while you guys witch it up.
Meanwhile, I'm going to grab.
You've
the cat.
already left, yeah, to grab the cat. And that brings us to where we are today.
Yeah, it does. All right. So as let's see, where do we want to start? So, Damien, you are headed to Danny's.
No, I'm not. I would like
Ooh,
to
okay.
try and go to a gun shop.
Okay. All right. Just the old and gun shop.
Yep.
Do you even have money?
I have 17 credit rating. Okay. I've been saving up.
Okay. Let's take a look over here.
I didn't know this was an option.
I had this thought yesterday. And I probably should have like brought it up to you beforehand, but
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay, I would
Man,
have better got a long time ago. All I
give
have is
me
brass knuckles.
a navigate check to see if you can find one easily in the city.
oh shit.
Homie, you might-
Yeah,
just
give me
ask
that.
your mechanic friend. Where's guns? Wait, he's not there.
Oh fuck. I got 19.
Okay.
I need a 10. I think I'm just gonna spend the 9 luck.
Okay. I with that success and with that success, I will remind you there is a shotgun hanging up in the restaurant across the street. There was one behind the counter,
There is.
like proudly displayed.
Oh.
But there is a spot deep in town, probably 30 minutes away from everything else.
I would like to go there first.
To the gun shop or to the restaurant?
The restaurant first.
Okay. It is too early for it to be open.
Hmm.
Are you going? What would you like to do? Yeah.
Okay.
Gun for sale though? I thought it was just
Last
like-
time that this restaurant was described, it was described as a local
Mm-hmm.
place. Now, by locals,
Mm-hmm.
anyone familiar to me in any way?
You definitely saw the barkeeper at one of your meetings.
Okay. Okay. Because it's closed,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be respectful. You
Okay.
know, it was a late night last night. I'm going to go to...
I would like to point out the smoking man is also on that street.
And he's similar vibe?
Yeah.
Okay. I think then first is going to be the smoking guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning. I was wondering if you could maybe help me out, and I'll like show him the sign.
What can I do for you, brother?
I was wondering if I could get a weapon. Wasn't really able to bring mine on the train.
Well, I can definitely get you a tire iron from in here. Or, you know, don't lose this, but here's my favorite switchblade.
Thank you. Do we have any guns? I remember, and I'll point over to the restaurant. Remember he had a shotgun set up there. I'm just a little bit worried about dealing with Hammond.
Well, we would have to like ask him to open up the shop, or the restaurant. He lives over on the other side of town.
Yeah, I've got a couple more errands to run, but maybe I'll stop by here before I make my way.
Okay, they open at noon, as it says on the sign right here. Ba-doo.
Oh, sweet.
It's neon. It's been there the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't read.
No, it's fine.
Okay. With that switchblade in hand, I will make my way
Okay,
to Danny.
Danny, the pawn
Danny's.
shop.
Yeah.
All right, you get to the pawn shop. It's old. It's covered in spiders, spider webs. Right.
I hate that.
As you enter into it, there is smoke, like cigarette smoke hanging in the air. And at the very back of the store, but still in view of the front door, you can see an old man staring you down.
Danny, I presume.
Yes, that's what it says on the front.
He can't read, bro.
We've canonically, apparently,
Added that you can't read. We're gonna stop there and go to our other three. So, it is early morning. You have talked to Benny, and he has left. And the guy across the street is reading the newspaper.
Oh,
Y'all are still at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
oh! While we're I assume we're walking out of the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fill these guys in. So I was talking to the innkeeper yesterday, and he said that he called them the Marsh Boys. That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know if it's a family or what, but apparently there's a different one for each day of the week. So they're guards rather than just mechanics. Some of them are also mechanics.
Weird. I wonder what there's a guard in a.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I didn't want to look too suspicious prying any further than that.
Mm.
Still don't trust him.
The innkeeper?
I think
No,
the Marsh
the
Boys.
Marsh Boys.
I thought you said I still don't trust him.
M apostrophe EM.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're supposed to be guarding or what they're protecting stuff from. Maybe the cars, but like that's some pretty serious care taken for one car.
Yeah. Seems suspicious.
Oh well.
You could probably say that about most things in this town.
When you talked to them that one time, didn't they say they were watching Hammond's car?
No,
Sleeper.
Sleeper's car. Okay. Okay. That's all. Oh well. Let's go to
Hammond's.
Hammond's house.
Okay.
You slither along.
All right. You get to Hammond House without any Hammond Castle without any problems. Takes hour-ish. Y'all are walking, or are you taking a cab?
Walking.
Walking. Cool. Yeah. You make it there, and you just knocking at the front door. You doing anything shady?
I was gonna ask.
Climbing
as we
a
got
wall?
closer. I was gonna be like, should we just knock? That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. It's the middle of the day. I don't think we should try sneaking around.
True.
It's gonna be pretty difficult.
The butler answers the door.
Hey,
Hopefully.
is Mr. Hammond in? I know we're kind of early.
Do you all have an appointment?
No.
Do you have something for him?
We have information about one of the jobs he sent us on.
Okay. Well, let me go. Let me go get him. And they close the door and then scurry back. You've got like 5-10 minutes to get your story straight, or do we want to just jump to when he shows up at the door?
Well, I think that we should just tell him that Benny is working on getting the cat for him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like as our way into the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, but when do I say, "Hey, why was your castle glowing last night?"
That's on you, dude. I wasn't there.
Okay, I was kind of gonna open with that.
Oh.
Unless I shouldn't.
Well, because we told him that we have information regard that.
Yeah.
So I think we should at least start with that so it doesn't start off the conversation pissed off.
Yeah, but if we start with that and he goes, "Okay, thanks for the info, bye," then how can we?
Well, if you start off with asking him about that, I think you're still going to have the chance to ask him about it. Either way.
Yeah, but I think
this
it'll
way
be
he might
easier to
be
be
more-
like, "Hey, we won't tell you what we know unless you answer my question," rather than being like, "We've already given you the information you wanted."
Okay, I see. I didn't know that's what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Hammond arrives at the door. So, you have information for me, but not the objects.
Correct.
All right, well, spit it out. What is the information?
You're not gonna invite us in. That seems a little rude.
Oh, well, is it
Oh,
going to
yeah.
take that long?
I don't know. I kind of feel like we have a decent bit to discuss.
All right, come on in. And he leads you all.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah. He leads you all back to that library war room type area.
Where the dinner itself took place.
Where
So-
he took
Well,
us
he took
in
us
after.
Where he
during
took
the
you
dinner.
guys in after the
Oh,
dinner.
okay.
To discuss
Okay.
business.
Yeah, the
Business.
circular room with the globe in the middle of it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, since this is going to be extended, would you all like a drink?
No, thank you.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Well, I am going to imbibe. And he opens up the globe, like rotates,
Wow.
and then
This guy's going to church, bro. This guy has globes that opens up. I'm on his side.
and yeah, it's got a couple of bottles and a give me a natural world check.
Shit, I know so much about the natural world.
Your character is probably like.
I actually don't know shit about the natural world.
No, I'm saying your character probably loves this thing.
Oh, this shit's sick. Probably. Is it me? Or are we all doing this check? If it's just one of us, I feel like it
didn't
shouldn't
pass,
be me.
So
Oh,
Yeah, everyone
I
can do
can
it.
roll.
Oh, I just need to get 10 or less, bro. It's easy.
I
class.
did not
Easy.
pass.
Is that 100 or is that?
That's 100.
Okay, I got 100. I do not have 90 luck points. I'm not really
man.
sure to push the roll.
Okay. Yeah, he pours himself a drink and closes up the globe. So, what information do you all
Stevie, are
have
you
for
rolling
me?
or no?
I rolled. I failed.
Okay.
Well, before we get into that, Mr. Hammond, Dr. Hammond. Is he a doctor?
No,
No.
I feel like we say that all the time.
you
I say that all the time. Before we get into that, Mr. Hammond, I wanted to ask. I couldn't help but notice last night, a weird glow and a weird noise coming from your residence.
Yes, I do experiments through the night sometimes.
Okay. I also couldn't help but notice, like, one second. Womp womp.
couldn't help but notice my soul got bumped out of me. What's up with that?
Like, come and notice the radio dish in your window. I was like, is that weird?
That is weird because you had to climb up to see it.
Should I just tell him
You're gonna have to be incriminating, I think, if you want.
if I want a direct answer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to
Okay.
rat yourself out.
Yeah. The only reason I asked, well, wait, hold on. Womp. The only reason I ask is because I happen to be walking by your residence when I got radio shot by a radio dish in your window,
Walking by my residence.
and then I woke up in another body. I want to
Well-
ask why that happened.
That's embarrassing.
You're telling me I peed. I was in a woman's body.
So,
So, like, can you give me any insight about that, please?
my experiments are very classified.
Okay.
The transference that you experienced, did it happen by yourself? Were you the only one?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know that sense of relief when you're like, oh fuck, am I gonna have to lie? And someone says something so you don't have to lie.
Mhm.
Vincent visibly does that. He kind of like, he breathes relieved.
well,
And I like show my arm.
we've never done 3 people at once. And he kind of scratches the back of his head and give me a spot hidden check.
Everyone or
Hate
just-
that.
Everybody.
3.
Super ultra mega success.
Nice.
Just a heart. Oh, ooh.
Ooh. My ooh was bad. I did not spot hit.
Okay.
A hard success.
Dude, you guys did great. Okay, so
We collectively did great.
you all collectively did great. Wesley sees nothing.
It's like, wow, look at that globe.
The other 2 of you see that he has implanted something into his head. There's like a metal like cylinder sticking out. And with your extreme success, you notice 1 or 2 of the markings looks like the markings from his patent. So, that transference that you all experienced, it should not have happened quite so easily with the 2 of you. But It's how I communicate back to the hospital.
Hmm.
You see, I am helping them in their research, and they are helping me in mine.
What's
Why don't you just go to meetings?
This is much quicker.
what's going on at the hospital? When I was there, I was in the body of my close friend, and it didn't seem like she was in the most, forgive the pun, hospitable of environments.
Oh, and were you in the body of your friend?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. He takes some notes down, pulls a little notepad out.
Just like you.
Yes, just like Stevie's doing right now.
Mhm.
And you, Dewey, did this happen to you as well?
No, I was elsewhere.
Okay, interesting. Well,
What about you? Do you transfer into somebody else's body when you do this thing?
yes, that's how I attend my meetings.
What happens to the other person?
They appear to be in a sleep-like state, which is actually quite comforting for them since many of them do not sleep.
Why don't they sleep?
Well, you would have to ask the doctors at the asylum for answers there.
Okay.
So, how goes it looking for the last two objects?
Sorry, I'm still a little dissatisfied with this conversation. You mentioned that is much quicker for you. How far is this asylum from where we are now?
It's like 2 cities over. It's pretty far.
Wait, sorry, I was
Oh.
that in character?
No, sorry.
No,
Okay.
no, it's okay. I might not have been clearly in character.
No, you're
either.
fine. Well, Arkham is about 2 hours by car.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
That makes sense then.
You don't have a phone?
it is past Boston.
I
Well,
guess it'd be hard to go to a meeting like that.
Yeah.
sometimes I need eyes on their equipment to help.
That's wild. Did you build this?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone give me a psychology roll.
I stay psychology.
I super ultra mega succeeded.
He is
And I
lying.
don't have anything in psychology.
Oh my god.
Nice.
What'd you roll?
A 2.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my god.
You're rolling great today.
Yeah, I was about to say, why would you say that?
Oh, because I'm trying to jinx y'all.
Oh, true.
You can tell that he is lying
About needing eyes on for.
about building the machine himself.
Oh.
Whoa.
That. Hold on, please. Need to find my sentence.
Not guilty.
No.
Guilty. 7 years in jail.
Actually, they
Hi,
changed the
how
law
are
that
ya?
the month before.
Whatever. For the record, I never saw it.
Is it
I don't get it.
Well, I
you-
don't expect
you
you
ha-
all to get it.
If you have all this power, there we go, power. If you have all this power with this fancy new machine of yours,
Yes.
why aren't you sharing this with
Well-
other people?
It is not perfect just yet. That's why it's so surprising that the two of you were also transferred over there. I have to connect to the machine. And he motions towards his neck.
Whatever.
So back to the matter at hand. My objects,
I'm gonna look at you two, see if it's time to just fill him in on.
I guess we didn't really talk about this at length on the way about how much we did and didn't want to diverge. I'm good with saying everything. But 1 second, and then
I was just gonna mention the cat just in case we could like.
I don't think we should actually huddle.
okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, he already does not like us, and he's very suspicious of us, and we're suspicious of him.
I thought that we would have talked about this on.
Are you cool if we go back in time?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
If you're cool with that.
This can be our like outside the door. Like, how are we going to
Walking out.
approach
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the topic of actually telling him about the artifacts, because Benny did mention that the cat was at the pawn shop,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and you know, did you
Right.
tell us about you told us about the glass dagger at the witch's house as well?
Yeah,
So do we want to tell him both these things?
No.
I think we should just tell him about the cat since Benny's already on his way.
My thing is, I don't think he needs to know everything. Because here's the thing: if we tell him everything, then he can go get it himself,
Mm.
and we're of no use to him. And frankly, I don't know who to trust. So I'm not trying to give all of our information to everybody. If we want to talk about the cat, sure, but I'm not trying to tell him about this dagger. And in fact, we don't even know how we're gonna.
Yeah,
get
we
the
haven't.
dagger.
I don't want to.
I'm not trying to mess with witches.
That's fair.
So
That's valid. I too am not trying to mess with those witches.
Yeah, because we don't have a plan in place for that. It doesn't make sense to tell him we know where it is. We don't know how we're getting it. He's just going to serve to piss him off. But I think he'll see it as good news, at least maybe, that Benny's going to be on his way with the cat soon.
yeah, and I mean, he did give us the journal. I assume he's probably read it, but you know, we can say we're deciphering it or whatever. I don't feel like we need to say we have answers.
Mm-hmm. My memory is messed up. Did you tell us that they were planning on possibly like storming the castle?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Okay, cool. Then yeah, I think we can share the information about the cat and mention that we're still looking into the dagger.
Yeah, and
Cool.
and then I'd like to leave. I'm not trying to stay here.
Sounds good.
Back.
Yeah. So we have
My
So-
objects.
we do not have your object.
Oh.
We have information regarding the cat statue.
Benny's working on that right now,
Mm-hmm. So it should
Okay.
be here.
today.
Yeah, probably relatively soon.
Okay. That is good to hear.
We're still trying to work on locating the dagger.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Unfortunately, we've come up short on some leads.
we were wondering if you had any other insight into it besides the journal.
Well, the journals were my last foray into trying to find it myself.
Hmm.
But I thought they pointed pretty clearly to the older part of town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we think so too.
Unfortunately, it's a pretty established community,
Hmm.
pretty close knit.
Yeah, we might be able to check the record, the town hall, like the records in the town hall. So
You're just thinking of this?
they were closed when we tried to go,
Hmm.
but we were hoping before we went all the way back there that maybe you'd have some sort of other insight, just so that we're not wasting time. But
Yeah, they do not allow me inside of that record hall.
Mm.
The townsfolk are not a fan of the work I've been doing. So
Well,
that
that's
probably
worth
is a
a
good
shot.
place to look.
okay, well, Benny will be here soon.
He failed his psychology check to see if y'all were lying.
Nice.
Good.
That's the power of telling
Good, 'cause
half
I'm
truths.
good at
baby.
fast talk anyway. 50.
Got me
Um,
gooder.
yeah,
Good for you.
Benny will be here soon. If you don't have any other information about this
Yeah.
fucking
Well, the courthouse is probably open,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
sure, what I was going to say is this brain transfer. If you don't have anything else on that, then I think we're good. Benny will be here soon. Hopefully, he doesn't need to make an appointment for that because I don't think he has a way to get a hold of you.
Yeah, your butler is he seems very business oriented.
he is very protective, as he should be.
Okay, well,
Well.
hopefully
Goodbye.
we'll have better information once we get over the city hall.
Yes, hopefully. And he shows you all out. Back to Benny. Give me a spot hidden check.
Okay. Spot hidden. I'm not too bad at these. I have a regular success.
He was sleeping when you opened the door.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like out of it, even though it's like 9 o'clock ish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So listen, I heard you were part of the church in town.
Yes. I was. Sorry, you and Hammond's voice. This guy's a smoker. Well, yes, I was a part of the church. I am no longer affiliated with them.
Oh, was it under good terms or?
I mean, it wasn't under bad terms.
I have a message for you. I show him.
So creepy.
Yeah, he pulls out a gun.
I show him the sign. Did you want back in?
Oh, well, I don't know. Who sent you?
That's going to be a question for them. I just need one thing. The cat.
Well, can you tell me who the third oath will be with?
Cat first.
He goes into the back room. You hear some shuffling. You hear some, random cartoon noises.
Mhm.
And he comes back out with a beautiful golden cat. Like, so, you're new in town, aren't you? He puts it down on the table, but does not give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you go through the first two oaths so quickly?
That's a question for powers greater than I, don't you think? I've seen it.
Usually it takes months at a minimum.
Don't know if it's the insomnia or what, but only took a night or two and I saw it.
What did you see?
The city.
The city beneath the waves.
Yes.
Hmm.
And the incident that happened there.
So, do they think you are? Yes, take the cat. And he pushes it away from him.
Okay. I grab it and can look at it. It's this is actual size, right?
Yes, yeah, it's
So it's about
pretty small.
handheld, maybe 7-8 inches tall.
On the bottom of it, there is a label What does it say?
Property of Miskatonic. Miskatonic U.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think Benny knows anything about
Benny
that.
can't read. I'm just kidding.
He sees random scribbling.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know what this says, but do you? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Benny knows anything about
Okay.
that.
Sounds good.
That sounds like something for more of them educated folk.
Yes. Yes. Well,
Do I feel anything when holding this,
Property
or
of the
just
Miskatonic what? Sorry.
you like university.
Yeah.
Mm.
like, am I feeling? I don't know, like something glowing red hot, or any other weird thing like that?
No. Strangely, you feel more of like a sense of peace when you are holding on to this. It's well crafted. It's a little bit dirty, but it seems to be a beautiful little Egyptian cat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I will see you on Sunday.
I'll see you. You wouldn't happen to have a gun in the house, would you?
Roll me a luck check.
Oh no, I just spent some.
I know you did.
Damn it. No.
Oh, spend luck points. I'm just kidding.
Wait.
You
Wait.
can't spend luck points on a luck roll.
Push the roll.
You can't push luck, can
I
you?
don't think you can push a luck roll either.
I just felt right to suggest it.
Mm-hmm.
I will Google it.
I love suggesting it even before you roll.
Same. Pick number 3, my lord.
Really, this is my fault because my character's like really, really good with rifles and shotguns.
Yeah,
But
he motions to a like Civil War rifle on the wall, but it is rusted well beyond use. Even if you spent all day cleaning it, it would not work.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Maybe it's the found confidence from the cat or something, but I kind of like put a hand on his shoulder, like look him in the eye, kind of like give him the nod.
It's good to be back.
I'll see you on Sunday.
Never saw him again.
Probably not. I'm about to die. I guarantee it. Yeah, and away I go. My plan is to go back to the. What time is it roughly?
Probably like 9:30 ish. Right? They are probably just arriving at Hammond Castle. Yeah.
You said the gun store in town is like 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
I'll just head there.
Okay. There is a sign out front. It just says guns, guns, guns. Yeah, and
It's actually just a gym.
yeah, it's good. There's 3 guys flexing on the sign.
Yeah, I'll pop in. Yeah, don't use the door.
That was a
I'll
great
just-
pop.
That was.
Practicing.
Welcome to Guns, Guns, Guns.
Thanks. Listen, I'm looking for something for home defense.
Home defense.
Yeah,
You're not around here with that accent.
yeah, I know. You got anything like that? I know that there's no background checks or like appropriate gun laws or anything during this time period.
Well, maybe with a good fast talk or charm roll, or whatever you think would make sense here.
I guess it is kind of wild. Some stranger rolling into town like, you got a gun I can buy.
I would
Even at a
not,
gun
so,
shop, you're
yeah.
like,
Nah, I'm good.
I have the right to refuse service,
To anyone.
and I'm in a gun shop. So
Yeah.
I can shoot you.
Can I argue
No.
a firearms check simply for the knowledge of firearms? Perhaps in the similar manner as I did with the mechanic, where I just started talking about mechanic shit.
Okay.
I could just kind of like walk in there, like, something for home defense, like this specific gauge with, like probably like this long of a barrel, and kind of like rattling off like that.
I'll let you do it, but you're going to do it at disadvantage, which we haven't done before. But I was reading through the rules the other day and realized that. Take another D10 or D100, the one with 2 digits, and you're going to take the lower of the two. Well,
The higher
the
of the
higher of the two rolls, the worst of the two.
Oh, fuck. Can you push it at disadvantage?
That doesn't make
I'll let you.
We have to re-roll all of them.
Yeah.
What you get?
I got an 87 over my 70.
Wow.
Just use your luck.
Oh, true.
Fuck. I'll spend my 2. I can't.
You
on
can't on a pushed roll.
God damn it.
Yeah.
It's 2 points over.
Oh no.
It was your die. You did this to me.
Sorry, you should have done plants.
So
Yeah, I guess.
Done better.
he's like, no can do, but maybe you can answer some questions for Officer Lucky here.
What?
And
That's me. Sorry.
over behind some shelves, there was a police officer
Oh.
just, perusing.
Bro.
And so, what you looking for? You looking for a gun, son?
Suppose I was.
What did you say your name was?
Benny.
You have any identification, Benny?
Not on me.
Hmm.
Got it back at the place I'm staying at.
Okay. Is there anything else back at that place you're staying at?
Just,
Clothes.
what are you asking?
I mean, you're procuring a firearm. Why are you trying to do that?
It's dangerous out here, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't got a home to defend.
Look, obviously, I'm not welcomed here, so
You'll see yourself out.
yep. And I'll just kind
You-
of start.
Don't cause any trouble around here. He
Aye, sir.
he
With just the
follows
most
you
disdain in my
out
face.
of the shop, and every time you look back, he's keeping an eye on you.
Okay.
Where are
It's
you
right there
headed?
on your shoulder.
Where am I headed?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just going to keep on kind of like walking down the main road. And then, like, ultimately, my destination is probably just back to the mechanic shop.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm going to head that way. If he's being, like, extra creepy about his, like, staring,
Mhm.
maybe I'll try and, like, do a weird route there.
Okay. Give
Could
me
make it look
a. Do you want to call it a stealth or maybe a sleight of hand? It's not really sleight of hand.
God.
Feels a little bit more stealth.
kidding.
Stealth.
Or a
Jump if you're
dodge.
trying to jump somewhere weird.
Dodges eyesight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I could argue operate heavy machinery.
You
Because
still.
your
Once
destination
you-
is the mechanic shop.
You got a forklift.
Once you get to the mechanic shop, I'll let you roll that.
Okay.
Is that what we're doing? Are you waiting
Stealth.
until you're there? Stealth. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
He looks sad.
Nope. That's a 71.
Push it. Push it.
I don't want to
To the
push it.
limit?
I don't want it to like be even worse than it already
That's
is.
fair. That's valid.
What?
You just
How could it be worse?
Yeah. What could possibly happen? He's just a cop.
Yeah, just a cop. As I'm about to arm myself to go and potentially kill a guy.
Yeah. What's he care?
Yeah.
Is it the same officer that was at the Lungfish?
No, it's a different
Oh,
officer.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to the mechanic shop.
Did he have
Okay.
a fire sword on his back?
Yes.
Pod.
He's got a tattoo of a fire sword.
Mm.
We'll do that down one of his arms.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. You make it to the mechanic's shop, and let's switch back to our other three. You all are being ushered out of Hammond Castle. It's a nice day outside. Bright, sunny. Couple of clouds out in the distance.
Ominous clouds.
Very ominous clouds.
Well, that went, I guess, about as well as we could have hoped.
I guess. I still feel like we have 0 answers.
Yeah, I'm still really curious about that radio gun.
He acted like that was normal.
He kind of acted like it was not normal for you guys.
Right.
Yeah, it sounded
but
like he has to go through
that it was normal for him.
Sounds like he has to go through like a couple of hoops to get the same result we stumbled onto on accident.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Also, he was absolutely lying.
About a boot.
Are you Canadian now? About building the machine himself.
Mhm.
Building it himself, yeah. Sorry, I was like about helping them, and that wasn't it. About, you know how he was saying that the machine was like his invention?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
Hmm.
There's absolutely no way.
And now that you both have like racked your brains about it enough, I'll say like it looked like nothing you had ever seen before. Like some of the components to that did not look natural.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know, over at the university, it's not like I frequent the science department or anything, but like, they don't got things like that.
Mhm.
And we do some of the most premier, prestigious research in the country.
Mhm.
And I haven't seen anything like that from my colleagues. And to be honest, I haven't even really heard of Hammond before either. I'm not saying he's not some genius or whatever. I'm just saying something is off. And I don't like it. Honestly, I don't even want Benny to come bring him the cat.
Yeah.
We're walking, right? We're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're
I just
not-
wanted
The
to make sure
butler's
we
like,
weren't just like
"Bro."
chilling.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the-
no,
You're just talking
Yeah.
shit, right? Like, walk
I'm
away.
right here.
Just
Yeah.
right
first.
under his front door. Yeah, I figure y'all are walking towards Dogtown as this
Yeah,
is
that
happening.
was.
Yeah. I do plan on splitting well before Dogtown. Like I don't want to go
Okay,
into Dogtown if I can help it.
sure.
But that
Yeah,
they're
what
both
is the
in
plan?
Dogtown and the hotel is in the same general direction, right?
Yes, yeah. Dogtown's like halfway between Hammond Castle down here, and then the hotel's over here. Dogtown's like that part of the map.
The original plan, I believe, was to do this, and then they would go to Dogtown, and I would find Benny,
Mhm.
right? So if I can intercept Benny, maybe I can tell him to like.
Oh, sorry, you weren't wearing your glasses. I assumed you could see the map.
I can see them, the dot.
Okay.
I know relative distance.
Uh-huh.
If I can intercept him before he starts heading to the Hammond house, I can tell him to be careful at least if he wants to go deliver the cat, or I can at least go with him.
Sure.
Unless we're against it. I know Benny was kind of against it, but
Yeah, I mean,
at the very least, he and I could talk about. I could tell him what we just talked about and see if he has any opinions on it, since he knows more about what the church knows.
exactly. I just feel like it'd be pretty shitty of us to not say
to just let him walk
anything.
in.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Can I? I want to try. I know I only saw it for a moment before I got shot and almost died from the bullet wound, but would I be able to like sketch the radio dish? I want to try to sketch. Do I have paper and a pen? I want to try to sketch the part on the back of his head
Okay.
and the radio dish or whatever. Mwah, shot me.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a check associated with that.
No, I'll let you
I
sketch
sketched
it.
those.
Yeah.
I want to see if when I talk to him, I
And
want
being Benny.
him being Benny. I want to try two things probably. I'm thinking out loud. Maybe out loud, but I'm thinking probably at least muttering to myself as I sketch. I want to see if Benny might recognize anything, like maybe the interior of the church, or maybe they had anything weird in there. And I also want to consider maybe taking it to the mechanics and see if they know anything about like weird designs, just because they're close to Sleeper, who also deals with people dreaming and stuff. I have these sketches now.
Okay.
There's a man with a sketch and a dream.
All right. So we're splitting the split
Man
party.
with the screen.
Yeah.
Awesome. Benny,
Mhm.
how are you dealing with this cop now that you're at the mechanic
Is
shop?
he like following me?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
I thought he was
hates
just like
you.
watching him from outside the gun
No,
store.
he is now like
Walking behind him.
yeah, you failed pretty bad.
Ooh.
He is very suspicious of you.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta do the classic.
Hmm.
You just walk down the block, and then as soon as you turn the corner, you.
I'll just sprint my way.
Yeah, I've never done that in real life.
Okay. I mean, I'm on my way to the mechanic, and he is like actively following me
Yes.
at this point. What do I do? He's probably got a gun.
He does.
That's-
You
that's-
saw it on his waist.
That's a dumb idea. That's a stupid idea for me to do. But if I ask a mechanic guy to do it, maybe. I don't think I have that much sway in the cult, so that's probably not a good idea.
I don't know. You are the one.
But
yeah, you're the
apparently.
chosen one. I don't know if you would know this, as like if Benny would know this. I'm trying to say, but statistically speaking, if you are within a certain distance, a knife is more likely to win an altercation than a gun.
And I do have
And you
one of
do
those.
have a switchblade, and if he's
Mhm.
following you, you could just wait around the corner, and when he comes around the corner, you could slit his throat, and then extend your lifeline. I'm just kidding. That's not
if,
That'd be such a bummer.
if, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
I were to do that, what kind of a check is that? Is that a brawl or is that something specific?
For stabbing?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the way this would work is you would roll some sort of skill roll for the surprise attack. You get to decide.
Okay.
So sell to me sleight of hand or stealth or whatever you're using
Mhm.
to initiate the surprise attack. And then it would be, what is it for stabbing? I think it's brawl.
Yeah, brawl
Okay.
with the weapon damage probably
Yes.
of the switchblade.
Yeah, that sounds right. I've got it open right here.
I feel morally obligated since I made that initial suggestion to also remind us the time of day, and that it's very likely that if you just do this in broad daylight, you will be seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't think that this is the way to do it.
Hmm.
I'm just curious for the
Like
future
how it would play out. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm probably going to have to just use the
the
switchblade.
classic.
Not against him, but against,
Mhm.
you know.
Okay.
Guys in pursuit, just kind of following me.
If you get to the mechanic shop, you could see if the mechanic will play along with you and pretend like he asked you to go buy a firearm because they've been guarding stuff. And so you could like, he could be like, oh yeah, I sent him to go buy me this firearm because like I couldn't leave my post, but it's been really dangerous, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, you fucked up and said home defense when you meant to say shop defense, because it's basically the same thing.
It is kind of the same
Yeah.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
it's essentially the same thing.
Okay.
I don't know if that actually would work, but
I'm sure it'd be like it would probably depend on like a check, right? Because it is kind of a hard sell. Like, why would you trust this guy who doesn't even live here instead of like literally anyone else? But it could work. I think you have options. Is all I'm saying.
I'm going to go to church.
Okay.
Is it open? Would I know that it's open?
It's open, but the only person there is the preacher.
Hmm.
What can I do for you, child?
Sorry, I was preparing to I was preparing to make the move against and grab the thing.
Yes.
I was looking for a firearm,
Oh,
and I went to the local place, and for whatever reason, they just did not trust me.
well, I think our people can do that. They will follow your instructions to a T.
Okay.
The cop shows up at the door of the church,
Mhm.
and a deacon that you recognize stabs him in the back.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I was just like, I'm taking notes. Priest says they can help. And then,
All right.
He even said, "Oh, say less."
So, Misty and Stevie, you've split off,
Mhm.
headed towards Dogtown. What's happening?
I'll write this down. Got stabbed.
How are you approaching Dogtown?
How are we approaching it?
Probably gonna walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you aren't trying to
like-
be sneaky or
No.
like. Okay.
No, I don't want to look suspicious.
Okay.
Don't be suspicious.
Like,
Don't
I think
be
it's
suspicious.
pretty fair
Don't
because she was
be
talking about the
suspicious.
medicinal uses of nightshade, and I'm like, check out this arm,
Hmm.
bro. You seen one
Okay.
before?
All right.
Because that was the whole plan.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. So, when you get to Dogtown, on the left-hand side, Grace is on her porch. She is knitting, and it's definitely like a baby blanket at this point.
Mm.
You
But
are
when
not
it grows
sure
up-
where Mary TM is.
I'll walk up to her, like, just be like,
Oh.
hello,
Hello, honey. Welcome back.
hi. Ooh,
Who's your friend here?
this is.
Hi, I'm Audrey. How are you?
I remember you talking about a little bit about medicine, and it sounds like you might know a thing or two. And she appears to have broken her arm.
And just kind of like motion it, like not a lot because it hurts, but
Oh, let me take a look at that, honey. She is looking at your arm up and down. Let me see how much healing I can give you. There's not much they can do.
I do want to talk to her while she's.
Medicining.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can I do for you, honey?
Just, I noticed that you seem to be making a baby blanket. Is someone in the community expecting?
Oh, well, Mary hasn't told anybody, but
Isn't Mary like? I don't say this to her. Isn't Mary like really old?
she looks like she's in her late 50s, early 60s. Like, it's not it's not unheard of, but also it
Well,
is
very
weird.
unlikely.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, I'll have to offer my congratulations, or maybe I shouldn't offer my congratulations. if she's
No, not just yet. She hasn't told anybody.
Oh, okay. All right, I will keep quiet then. I turn around and I kind of give Audrey a look like, what the fuck? Okay, that's weird, but not the wildest thing. Mary's pregnant. All
I
right.
don't know. It's kind of wild. By who? There's no men.
True.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, don't ask that. But I'm just saying,
She's
it's
pregnant
wild.
with the
Oh, bro.
crawling chaos.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
It has to
Um,
wait a while before it starts crawling, though.
so she
It's just chaos at first.
sets the bone.
Ah!
There is a squishing sound.
I don't respond like that. I'm like, oh,
Uh,
she knows what she's doing.
yeah, Dewey's totally unfazed by this. Audrey, on the other hand, roll me a sanity check.
Oh, yeah, I guess that would be rough, especially after it's been sitting there.
I do not pass.
Okay.
Oh,
take 1d3 of sanity damage and then 1d3 of healing.
Okay.
I looked it up. Medicine skill usually takes an hour, and you can recover 1d3 if they haven't received other first aid yet. So,
You said 1d3.
yep.
Sick.
Do I owe sanity for seeing that guy get stabbed?
Ooh, not yet.
Okay. Just feel like I've been sitting a bit too pretty with my sanity. I've lost 1 point.
You've only lost 1 point?
Yeah, he's been rolling really well this whole game.
That's
I've lost
wild.
8, but I still have 72.
Nice.
Yeah.
The most sane of all of us.
Which
And
is
yet you have
wild.
a fucking cut down your arm. You murder people on a regular basis.
Not on a regular basis.
Well, she's just become so numb that it's hard
Yeah.
to lose. sanity.
That's kind of
Yeah. hmm
the
like
way
that.
I
That's
flavor
good.
it.
Yeah, well, that's actually a rule. Is like if someone's been to war or if they have seen a lot of death, then they don't roll for those sanity checks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. There's a
Stacy,
little
yeah.
bit more to it. I would have to look into the character creation rules again.
That's cool,
but
though.
yeah, they do have backgrounds for that. That's why when we were doing character creation, I asked very specifically, like, what was your relationship to the war, and a couple of the other questions that I put in there was
Okay.
for that bit of backstory.
Thank you for taking care of this. Really appreciate it.
Oh, anytime, honey.
I don't know how to proceed.
It's okay. We'll switch back to
Like, was there anything you wanted
Vincent.
to say?
yes. We'll switch back to Vincent. So, Vincent, you are headed back to the city. You expect to run into Benny somewhere in between, but you don't.
Unlucky.
Yeah, you make it back to the city proper, but
I guess
Benny
I'll
is nowhere to be found.
try the pawn shop first, I think is what I would do.
Okay.
I'll start walking that way.
When you get there, it has a closed sign on the front of it.
Oh man. Can I like do the rude customer thing where I peek to see if anyone's inside despite them being closed?
No, there is no one inside.
Damn.
It looks even dustier and darker than usual.
Can I go back in time? When you said city proper, was I like just in the city or was I back at like the hotel?
You were in the city. Yeah. Would you like to go to the hotel next?
Yeah, I want to see if he's like showing his room, contemplating his next move.
You knock on his door. Nothing.
Is there someone still outside the mechanic shop?
Yes.
I do want to go over there and say, hello.
Hello.
I assume you work here.
Yeah,
So you have like a pretty decent background with like mechanical parts and the like.
yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like either of these? And I pull out the sketch of both the radio and the back of the headpiece for Hammond.
Okay. I will roll.
Me too.
Well,
I wasted a good roll.
that looks like a radio,
Oh,
and that I've never seen before.
the back of the head part.
Yeah.
Does it look like just like a normal radio? Like, is there anything weird about it in particular between this and other radios?
This one, I don't know, it's got a weird connection point, and it's probably for long range something or another.
Okay. Neat up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm torn because I think there's a logical next step would be to maybe check the church, or to go back and see if if I just missed him, if he's already at the Hammond house. I really don't want to go to that church. They're really creepy. But But I don't want to just like wait outside of Hammond's house and be like,
Yeah, no, I think the church makes perfect sense.
yeah, but they're creepy. I guess I'll go to the church begrudgingly.
When you get there,
Begrudging.
Damien is talking to a priest or something at the front of the church, and there's a deacon towards the entrance area where you're at, and he's cleaning up. Give me a spot hidden check.
I pass normally.
Normal?
Normal
Okay.
success.
You can see that he's cleaning up something red.
Gross.
Yep.
Can I see Benny inside?
Yes.
Benny.
You have seen this murder. You have been given the cop's gun, and you've been talking with the priest about
The plan.
the assault on the castle.
Okay.
Every time we say us like a storm in the castle, it suddenly I'm like, we're in medieval times.
Yeah.
And he keeps even like as you're stuttering, he seems to be finishing your sentences for you and like understanding what you're saying through the stuttering.
Okay. From this point on, just for recording purposes, I'm gonna not.
Okay.
Just because it's getting a little bit obnoxious for me, at
Okay.
least.
Yeah, go ahead.
But just know that my character is doing this as we're.
Is still stuttering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it would be best if we still go in with the more clandestine kind of an approach. However, I do need support there because I do not trust this individual at all. I mean, the kinds of strange designs that he has, there's something weird going on with his cat.
The cat.
I don't trust it.
Maybe the cat has an implant.
Maybe
It had a metal thing.
it did.
Does it have another thing? Look at us putting pieces together.
Good catch. Good catch.
You get a bottle cap.
So when this all comes about, I'll give you just listen for the sound of like violence or a window breaking, and that'll be kind of the signal for it.
Okay.
And then I probably hear.
Yeah,
Hey.
you'll have help nearby, and
Benny.
By the way, he's a friend.
understood.
I'll wave you towards me.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the rest of being cleaned up and kind of go, that sounded yummy. Yeah. Gross. Is a gesture I'm making with my face ball.
Where are the other two?
They went to go see about Audrey's arm.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to see about if you, I guess anyone here really, if either of these sketches meant anything to you. And I show this while I show kind of the room the sketch, but while doing so, I fill you in about what we talked about at Hammond's house.
Okay. Could I do like a mechanical repair on that?
Yeah. Actually, it would be electrical repair.
Oh, do I have electrical? I do.
I
The
just
mechanic
realized
saves
when he
the day.
mentioned the cat, he was talking about the statue.
Can I?
No,
No?
I was talking about that cyborg cat.
April. Okay.
Would I be able to assist at all by being able to like kind of describe how Hammond talked about it, about how he has to make a connection physically and how it shouldn't work on several people like it did for me and Audrey and blah blah blah. I don't know
Yeah,
what kind of help that would be.
I'll say between that and having the mechanic look at it, you can roll at advantage.
Oh,
this
thank
time.
God. Okay. I got 81. There we go. 41. That's a regular success.
Okay.
Social
It's a radio.
skills.
It's a radio. I mean,
It looks like it goes long range.
it's yeah. I don't know why if we could like pop it open and look under the hood, so to speak, and maybe we could get a little bit more. But right now, it's not making any sense. Kind of motion to the
Yeah.
priest.
And there's definitely like a couple of parts of it that you don't understand, but the overall scheme is a radio,
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I
right?
don't trust it.
TXRX antennas, right? Transmit, receive,
Mhm.
like that sort of thing. You're able to pick out, but then the inner workings are a little foreign.
Okay. Yeah, but I just can motion to the priest, just like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Hammond's got weird things going on. Does this mean anything to you?
He looks it over. Man, now I have to roll for the priest.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Nope, that means absolutely nothing to me.
And we wouldn't be able to put. Sorry, going way back in time, when we got those sketches at the start of the game, those also appeared to be for a radio, right? Or were those different?
Yes, yeah, same radio.
Same radio. Okay. Okay. How are things going on your end?
Well, and I show the cat.
Nice.
Look, if we're gonna move forward, I don't think we can go with Hammond.
Okay. Can I talk to you? No, sorry. I was just trying to. Can I talk to you outside for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me step outside.
Mhm.
And I kind of fucking like get closer, and like so like the people in the church aren't like
Wesley, give me a spot hidden.
attempting to spot hidden.
Ooh.
Oh, 5. That's a super ultra mega duper
Dude.
success.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Yes, it is. I have to make sure. It is a super ultra mega duper.
So, as you're leaving, the deacon gives Damien a little sign and like bows to him almost. It definitely looks like there's some sort of relationship there.
Weird. Can I? This is a little retroactive.
Mhm.
When I walked in and I saw them cleaning something red, would I have seen enough bar fights to know that it was probably blood, or would that
I'm gonna say that
it would
with
have taken a
the
better success?
I would
Okay.
say with like the stained glass and
So
like
just clean that up.
yeah, he's trying. Okay.
Yeah, true. That's what it was. The red from the glass fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
like the like light from the stained glass
it
is
look
throwing
weird.
things off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you're not sure. Like you've got an inkling.
Yeah.
It might be blood. Could also be the communion wine.
True.
No one said
They
anything
both taste
about
like
it,
iron.
so
yeah.
yeah.
We're outside. You're boys with that guy.
Mhm.
Look, man. I'm all for like you not trusting Hammy wanting to get the statue back. Sure. I do think you're getting like weirdly close to this church, and like at this point right now, you have the cat, which is what we needed from them. We could do whatever we want, really. Like I just feel like you're really loyal to this group, and I still don't really see why. Right? Because they don't seem any more normal than Hammond.
Look, Hammond has openly lied to us, hidden all manner of questions that we've had. We still don't know which one of our friends isn't going to be at the asylum.
Sure.
These people have not lied to me yet.
How do you know that? Like, they just haven't openly kept things from you. But the reality is, you don't, like, all the questions that weren't answered by Mr. Hammond, it's not like you gained any of them with this church, unless you have, and I just don't know.
Call it a bad feeling then.
Sure,
Bad feeling
I'm not
for
saying
me.
I think Hammond's cool. I just also don't think this church is cool. Like, you're just saying Hammond's bad, while ignoring that the church could also possibly be bad, right? Like, does that make sense?
Yes, of course it makes sense. Of course I know that I'm wading into the deep end here. I know that it doesn't make...
That was crazy verbiage. That was really good verbiage.
But if I have to pick between these two, I will pick them. More local presence. Not hated by the fucking community. And they still have an inn at the insane asylum.
Is he still what?
Still have an inn at the insane asylum.
All right, Wesley, give me one more spot hidden check. This one
all these.
has to be a half success.
Oh no! Can I use my last one for this one?
Nope.
Does it have to be?
It has to be a super success, like the middle tier.
Yeah, the middle tier.
Oh no! Oh wait, I spend 3 luck points and it is a. Wait, no, I don't have to spend any. 25. I got 23. I'm good. It is a middle success.
Okay. You see the bulge on Damien's side, and you are pretty sure that that's a firearm. You've seen that sort of handgun before, or you've seen handguns under people's coats enough as a bartender that that's definitely what's there.
Cool. Okay, so noticing that, I'm gonna continue and say, and I take it the red liquid on the floor has nothing to do with the gun on your waist.
I'll look down and then kind of look back, and I'll get very, very close to you. Vincent, I will do anything to get George back.
Sure, but Ben,
Fucking anything.
you're willing to kill
Vincent.
people for people you met a week ago.
I'm willing to kill anyone for George.
Sure.
And it just so happens that it has to be fucking Hammond.
No,
If
no.
you want to be his fucking lapdog, then go over there and die with him.
I'm not trying to be his lapdog, but is this not the easiest answer? With Hammond, we're just dealing with one freak. Here, we're dealing with a church of freaks that apparently have no problem cleaning up your messes.
That sounds like loyalty to me, something we are not getting with Hammond. Now, are we going to do this or not?
Okay, what have they done to show you, with beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they wouldn't kill you as well?
Because I'm still
One guy
fucking standing here.
bends his bows for you on the way out, and suddenly you're boys. You don't think it's weird that everybody else in this town treats us like outsiders, but the church is like, oh, come on in. Oh yeah, dude, come do our oath. Like that's not a little bit strange to you?
Of course, it's fucking strange. Nothing here is normal.
So you'd rather than risk Hammond turning on us, you'd rather risk an entire church turning on us.
I don't see them turning on me.
Okay, you think that cop saw that coming too?
Well, first off,
Well, I guess
in
I
character,
wouldn't know.
you-
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah. Whoever's blood that was on the ground, you think they saw it coming?
I have told them to leave you alone. I've told them to leave all of us alone. They will listen. Will you?
I think you're crazy. However, I also think Gavin's crazy. So whatever your plan is.
You sorry, just to backtrack a little bit. You did tell me about the
Yes,
weird
I
thing.
showed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
this guy has fucking psychopathic inventions. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, but these guys are just psychopaths. Also, hold on, I'm cleaning my ear. I just don't see it either way. Like, if I feel like we've gotten the most answers from Hammond, which is the only reason why I think that would be the most logical choice, right? He's told us plainly that he just wants his shit back. He's told us we like Audrey and I have been.
It's not his shit.
Sure, Audrey and I, like, who gives a shit, right? If we're just trying to see our friends, Audrey and I have been to the asylum. Like, we have confirmed transportation there through Hammond. You're just going on good faith with the homies of the local church.
Confirmed transportation. You took over their bodies.
Sure, at
Is
least
that what you're wanting?
what are you gonna do? Walk there? These guys are gonna you guys gonna make a pilgrimage? How are you guys gonna get there? Do you know how you're gonna get there?
Probably in a fucking car.
So you don't know how you're gonna get there, right?
I'll just put my hand up and I'll walk back inside the church.
How are we gonna get there?
Yeah, hey,
Is there like a bus?
no, that is kind of like what I'm asking though. It's just like can you guarantee me now that I'll be able to get into the institution once we have our statue back.
Yes, we help with the research there.
Wonderful.
Hold
I don't
on.
like that.
And
Hold on.
No.
we'll switch back to
They're fucking with us.
Dewey and Audrey.
Oh my god, Hammond's a fish.
They're all
We're the
fishes.
research. I hate this. Okay.
Sorry, that was a
Oh
little
my
intense. That was fun. I like arguing. in character.
So you are on Grace's porch. She has set your arm, Audrey, and you've recovered a little bit.
We'll ask them about the asylum.
Yeah, we help with research.
Yeah.
Oh, we actually are security guards there.
We just hop on our broom. Oh. I'm going to take this opportunity to ask about Hammond.
You should. You should take the opportunity to ask any of the questions that you wrote down before that you did.
Hey, Grace, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about, I guess, local happenings?
Yeah, go ahead. We hear just about everything out here.
So, to be truthful, we were invited here by Hammond.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've heard a lot of different things here and there about him. Nothing too good. I've noticed he's not very well liked.
No, we do not appreciate all of the new money.
Uh,
And
Is there any particular reason why?
well, his experiments pollute the water.
Oof.
Oh.
Oh, that's why he was glowing. Radiation.
That's not good. I can see how that could cause problems, especially in a fishing town.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's caused quite a bit of quite a few problems for our fisherwomen.
So how long has he been here?
About 10 years. He's been.
Wow. He hasn't been here long at all.
Yes, they just moved in last year, but he's been using the laboratory on and off for the past 10.
Wow. Do you know what he's doing in there? He keeps pretty hush-hush about it, but I mean, if you hear stuff around town.
Yes, well, we know he does some sort of work with the military. We see higher-ups coming in and out. We know that he works with that asylum out in Arkham. On occasion, there were a lot of laboratory assistants coming in and out. That seems to have calmed down the past year or so.
Okay. That is odd. Do you know if there's a reason he does it here? I'm sorry to ask you to be bothering you with all these questions. You're the only person in this town who's been like even remotely friendly to me. So
Well, we might be a little hard-shelled, but
The crabs. Crab witches.
they're my alert queens. The radiation.
Yeah, it's mostly we don't take kindly to new folks.
Oh, well,
Yeah, especially when they're disrupting the fishing.
I can't blame you for that at all. I don't think I would like it either if someone came into my town and started messing with my business. I need to learn how to count. I don't bet Dewey doesn't say that. I know that's clear, but it just I'm trying to figure out if I should ask about the Marsh Boys or if that's weird.
Sorry, anytime. Yeah,
The-
that's not what I think.
I mean,
of.
I don't
The
see
West
why
Side
not.
Story.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Oh.
My thought on this, and it's okay if Dewey disagrees, but like my thought on asking her questions is like, let's just ask her everything. Like, she's old. It doesn't seem like they leave the house much. She might hear a lot of stuff, but like, we don't really have anything to lose.
Yeah, like
Hammond sucks, and we can't trust him.
Mhm.
The church people are creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she is a witch, so like,
Pick your poison.
Yeah,
right?
like-
yeah.
Part of me wants to just be like, he asked us for the dagger. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to go like full betrayal, you know?
On Hammond or on the witch?
On Hammond. Like, not, it wouldn't be on the witch, because then I'd be like, so could I have that?
Yeah,
Because
I thought
Hammond
you-
asked
He
for
asked
it.
us for the dagger.
I mean, I think go
I'm
full
considering,
betrayal, because the
like-
thing is too, right, is like feasibly, if Hammond's dead,
I can take his life.
Sure.
Yes.
sure, but like I'm not saying we also have to kill Hammond either. Like, that's extreme. But like, if we're no longer working for Hammond for whatever reason, there are other ways into the asylum.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, like knowing that he had research assistants, I can pretend to be a research assistant.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy. Maybe if the dice let me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I just don't know that we actually need Hammond anymore. And so like, if you're like, bro, he wants this dagger, but we don't want to give it to him, what should we do? Grace might have a better witchy idea.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's been like, he's asking around for all these objects that make it seem like he's up to something pretty nefarious.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know how to ask about the Marsh boys though. I
Just be like, they've been watching
Like-
us, and it's creepy.
True. So, I was also wondering, we're staying at the hotel, and that's like right across from the mechanic shop,
Yeah, I know where it is.
and it feels like we're being watched a bit. There's always someone outside the shop smoking. The innkeeper said that they're guarding. I don't know what they're guarding. The
Guarding the mechanic shop?
but
Hmm.
it's just you can't help but feel like we're being watched. Our
Yeah,
s-
I've never driven an automobile, but
Hmm.
yeah, they are expensive pieces
That's
of
fair.
machinery.
That's fair.
On the first night we were here, to be honest, someone went through our stuff when we were in our hotel room.
Oh, that's concerning.
That's the only reason, or that's the initial reason we've been a little bit on our toes since we got here. And to tell you the truth, I'm asking about Hammond because, and I gesture to Audrey. I'm like, and she knows about the knife, but Hammond's been asking around, asking for us to get different artifacts,
Hmm.
including the dagger,
Oh, absolutely not.
and we just don't know what he's up to. It seems that he can't have good intentions, and we just wanted to know if maybe
I
you had
agree,
any
I-
insight on that.
I doubt whatever he's doing will be good for the town.
The part of the issue here is that he hired us to get these different artifacts, but when we asked about them, he
He gets a little
honestly
dodgy.
aggressively didn't want to tell us anything.
Hmm.
I don't like working for people who aren't gonna talk to me about what I'm finding. I
Well-
kind of find things for a living, you know.
Then you shouldn't work for him, darling.
Yeah,
He's
I'm getting that feeling more and more. But he's also got a lot of power, and I'm a little nervous that our friends are gonna get hurt, you know.
Hmm.
And I just don't understand what's going on. I don't understand how we can help or fix it, because we thought we were doing the right thing at first, but the more we get into it, the more everything's muddy, you know.
Yes, it can be like that.
So we don't really want to. We don't want to take anything from you. I want that to be clear. We don't. What would he want with it? Do you know? So we could maybe, like, I don't know, give him a fake or something.
Well, it's been in our family for ages. I don't know what he would want with it. It wouldn't be special in his hands. It's an heirloom.
Is there any way that, I don't know, could it be with his machines?
Yes.
Do you think there's a way for him to use, like, those with this dagger?
I don't know anything about science, honey. I'm sorry.
Sure, but you do seem to know a lot in general.
Do you know anything about? And then I describe Cthulhu statue, or perhaps a gold cat statue.
Oh, a cat of Ulthar.
How? What? Can you spell that for me?
UL''THAR.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be some shit that does not make sense.
Yeah. ULTHAR.
Fuck, no apostrophe. The one time I
Hmm.
predicted.
Yeah, sorry.
Why is it spelled like it sounds?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Cat of Ulthar. You're familiar with it?
Yes. Well, it sounds like one of those cats from the storybooks that leads you through dreams.
I've never read a book about.
You've never heard about the cats of Ulthar?
No.
The city where it's forbidden to kill a cat?
No.
Yeah, well, that's the story, is that this city is inhabited by cats, and it lives in the dream world.
This
I'd be interested to see it if you have it.
unfortunately
No. We don't
currently have our hands on it.
A friend thinks they know where it's at, but I don't know if they actually got it or not.
I was wondering if you knew anything about that weird church.
Oh, the esoteric order. They came with the Innsmouth folk about 5 years ago.
Okay. Well,
I don't know how to ask if the dagger has anything to do with dreams.
Think like that.
Yeah, I mean, I might as
Yeah.
well.
I am curious because the other two objects seem to be very dream oriented. Is there any connection between dreams or anything similar with this dagger?
Well, the dagger is an object from the crawling chaos who presides over the dreams. It's said that the dagger can cut someone away from the dream world.
That makes me feel a lot more like we shouldn't give him
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
Because if he has the power to guide through dreams, cut away from the dream world,
Mm-hmm. And just like
just it seems
dream in general.
yeah, dream. Have people join in the dream
Mm-hmm.
all together. He can't be up to anything good.
Is that Stevie or Dewey?
Dewey, probably.
Well, I agree, honey.
All right.
Well,
I really appreciate you telling us all this. It's giving us a better picture, even if we don't have all the answers.
Grace. Hopefully, one last question. I guess less of a question, more of a warning.
A warning?
Hammond gave us journals that talked about the dagger. And we told him that we hadn't found it yet. And that we were going to keep looking. We were going to go over to the town hall and look at the records and whatever. The issue is that if for some reason he decides to start looking for himself again instead of through us.
Oh, we can take care of ourselves, honey.
I figured, but I just wanted to let you know.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, thanks for fixing my arm.
Anytime. We have to look after each other, don't we?
Thanks.
All right. Benny and Vincent, are you headed towards Hammond Castle while you're having these conversations? Or, well, I guess you were at the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were arguing. outside
Okay.
the church.
Are you still at the church?
I think so.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I kind of like come back out. I'm sorry, Vincent. Like, look, with this church, I've been finally able to sleep one good fucking night. I mean, I know correlation isn't causation, but there's got to be something there. And when I look at some prick like Hammond, I just see all the most stupid fucking officers that I had to deal with. Look, I still don't think it's a good idea trusting Hammond.
Yeah, I'm all on the topic of loyalties. If I'm being realistic, the only people who have extended me personally any sense of like camaraderie since I've set foot in this town is you and the other two, right? It's not that I'm loyal to Hammond, but I'm not. When you work with alcohol for as long as I have, you see people turn on each other for fucking nothing, right? And so I'm just not so interested in giving out my loyalty really to anyone. I'm just trying to see my friend again, right? I don't care so much how I go about doing that as long as I get there. If we get there through this church and I never have to see them again, cool. If I get there through Hammond and I never have to see him or this town again, that's cool too. I'm not interested in having a shootout with Hammond and his butler, right? So if that's your plan, I'll see you when you get back.
I think we might have a different way that we can go about it. This, I'm being honest, it's just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I think we hand this over. I don't like pull it out in
Yeah,
broad daylight.
This.
I'll pull
Yeah.
this here. But
You
I
just
think
flashed
we
the cat. Yeah.
hand this over. Use that as an in.
Well, he is already.
Try and
We did when we were there. We did mention that you were looking into our lead with the cat. So he shouldn't really give you trouble, you, me, or anyone really trouble getting back in because he is expecting at least you or one of us to show up with the cat.
yeah. I do need to get the other statue though.
Sure.
So do you remember seeing it at all, or
Do I? Was it boldly on display in the castle?
Was it
Let's-
nestled in the
In the
dish?
bosom of the flowers?
No, it was definitely not in the flowers.
That makes sense, I guess. Why would it be there?
It looks cute there.
True.
I hate that I'm using spot hidden again.
Say less.
But,
I stay spotting hidden things.
Give me a spot hidden.
it is definitely the perception check of
Ooh.
this game.
I
So
don't know if I want to push it. What if I lose my eyeballs?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I've said it out loud. I'm gonna push it. If I
Okay.
lose my eyeballs, just shoot me, bro. You got a gun. God damn it. That was almost the
So
exact
sorry.
same roll.
Oh,
I got
no.
88 and then 87.
I'm sorry for
That's
encouraging
wild.
you.
No, it's okay. I would have done it either way. I think. Wait, if I lie, I got 7. No, yeah, I failed.
Okay. Yeah, you did not see it while you were in there.
I did not see it while I was in there.
Maybe one of us did.
Maybe they did.
Nah.
Yeah, I definitely.
I'm gonna
meant
say
to
with the
ask
pushed
about it,
roll,
but I
I'm not
really
gonna
know
let you
when I saw
guys.
it.
Yeah, with the pushed roll, I'm not gonna let you guys retroactively.
Oh no, I was just saying like, haha, we're unhelpful right now. But we
In
might
another-
know. But
in another
that
world.
doesn't help you.
Yeah, I
Yep.
didn't. We showed up. He took us back to that same room where he talked to us initially, but I didn't see the statue anywhere.
I had to bet. I'm sure that room probably contains it. Either there or is it the satellite dish was like inside?
Yeah, it wasn't in that room, right?
No, it
No.
wasn't.
Yeah.
The satellite dish was
Like,
up in like this tower.
Okay.
Yeah, on the corner.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
We didn't get to look at that room from the inside, so it could be in that room. That's where it was weird and glowy. So if I had to guess, I'd probably start there.
you
Yeah.
just climb up the wall, look in the window.
Easy.
Good. I got a 50 climb, which like
Hey,
it's
that's
not-
pretty. That's
not
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah, I got a 45 climb between the
Right,
two of us.
there we
We're,
go.
we're up there, bro. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And I figure we start walking at this point, and I'll just mention like, yeah, they said that they help out with the research at the institute, and that's
Huh.
like they're
Weird.
in.
Hammond actually said the exact same thing. He actually said the
Really?
reason that we got whomped away is because he does that same thing in order to help with research at the institute.
They can't both be helping,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know. From what we've gathered is that they hate each other. So it's kind of weird that they would be like, let's join forces for science.
I mean,
Especially your crew. No offense, they just don't seem that
is it
scientifically
like
oriented.
trying to even like equate this to words, but like is it like different squads like looking into different things maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know how
Jeez.
research works.
He didn't no, wait, never mind. I was about to say something, but I can't until I know what they know about the knife. I don't know. He did say something weird, like Audrey caught. It is Audrey, right?
Yeah.
I always want to say Aubrey. I don't know why.
It's Audrey.
Audrey caught that he made a claim that he like worked on the radio, like he made it by himself. And Audrey did catch that he was definitely lying about that. So
Why would he lie about that?
I don't know, ego. Maybe he's covering up for someone who
Yeah,
did help.
it's anything like some of the other people that I worked with.
I wonder if he's just
Ego's
looking for someone
definitely-
too. Maybe they're
Someone that rich?
well, maybe there's like a greater power at the asylum that has sway in both these groups, which is why they might both be helping with research at the asylum. That's based off literally my gut, right? But it's the only thing that makes sense to me why two people that seem to hate each other might have common interest.
Yeah.
It would also explain why they both have an inn at the asylum if the inn is their metaphorical boss, so to speak.
That might be true. Yeah. I feel like Audrey might know a little bit more. I feel like she's a little like.
I was about to say something quite similar. Before you venture too far, should we like wait and regroup with them, or should we just try to get the statue now? Because
Power and numbers, right?
So you want to just wait at the hotel?
Oh no.
Oh
No.
no, you were saying get it.
We're in Dogtown.
Yeah, I'm not going to Dogtown.
No, I'm saying
I'm
like
not
that
going
you
to
guys could
Dogtown
like
either.
kind of wait for us to leave Dogtown.
Yeah, well
There's one road.
Yeah, true. I was just saying because in the beginning of time, when we left this morning, because you got lost the other night, we were like, we will end our journey at the hotel, right? So I was just suggesting if we want to wait for them, we could just wait there because we know we're all going to regroup there this time.
I don't want to walk back
Okay.
to the hotel and then walk.
Yeah. Are you
Back to
guys
Hammond.
regrouping and then going to Hammond?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you're thinking?
Power and numbers, man.
Yeah. No, I think I want to regroup and then collaborate about what everybody wants to do. Now that
Okay.
we've talked to all these different factions. I too am interested in regrouping at the hotel.
Okay.
Unless you want us to just kill each other now, punch Benny, I guess.
No, you're fine. Let's
like that.
regroup on the road to Hammond's house.
Okay, we'll just
Does that
catch
work?
them. Yeah,
'Cause then
if-
we've
if-
got a
if we have a
place
reasonable
we're going.
belief that we'll catch them.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah. You prearrange something. Cool. And I think we cut it here today.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
With
Yeah.
us heading.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a couple hours now.
Yeah.
It's actually been 8 days, listeners, since we started this episode.
We had to cut a lot of it out.
Yeah. The in-game fighting turned to real-life fighting.
Oh no.
There was like a hospital visit.
I
Yeah.
mopped up blood.
Mm-hmm. The gun was,
Daggers.
yeah.
All
It was
based
wild.
Wow,
on
I didn't
real-
realize we were LARPing.
It's Nerf or nothing.
All right. So yeah, we'll meet up with you guys planning as you're heading towards Hammond Castle. The clouds have come in. It is
Nice.
a dark and stormy 1:00 in the afternoon.
Oh,
Beautiful.
ominous.
All right.
You guys smell bad.
Later, nerds.
Deuces.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.